Air comes in here, the flux capacitor's in here, and that's what makes fuel injection possible. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Droplets Garage. Today, very exciting day. We got some new parts in, as you can see behind me. We have some Holley EFI Sniper fuel injection system that we're gonna install on the 65 Coupe. And I'm gonna go ahead and unbox that and show you guys what I got. All right, guys, first thing we'll open up is the fuel pump. What's nice about this is it's an in-tank fuel pump. It'll go into the factory OEM style fuel tank. You do not need a special fuel injection gas tank for it. It's also internally regulated, so you do not need to run a return line, which means we can use our factory steel line from the tank all the way up to the injection system. It also has the sending unit built in for the fuel level. All right, there we have it, guys. Made in the USA. This is the pigtail that comes off. We have our float for our level. We have our fuel pump here. And we have our one line for our out. Let's see what else it came with. We have the filter that goes over the pump. We have the other side of the wiring harness. We have the hold on with the gasket. And it comes with two other floats for a later model Mustang. So the one that comes already attached to the pump is for 65. And let's see, it's actually for 64 to 68. One of them's for 69 and the other one's for 70. It comes complete with very nice detailed instructions with color pictures, as well as a wiring diagram. Very nice. I'll get this out of the way so we can open up the Sniper system. Alright, again we have the complete instruction manual. We have some gaskets and of course a Holley sticker. Alright, we're getting right to it. I opted for the black ceramic coated. As you can see, air comes in here, the flux capacitor's in here, and that's what makes fuel injection possible. Just kidding, guys. But the fuel injectors are built in here, the map is built in here, everything's built in this compact unit. Really all you have to do is wire it up, attach fuel, and you're good to go. This bolts onto the factory intake manifold and supports up to 350 horsepower, which is going to be plenty for our 65 Coupe Cruiser. Looks like we have the other side of that wiring harness and relays. And what else we got? All right, we have our oxygen sensor here. And this is our LED display, which will show all the data that we need to tune it. It is self-tuning, but I believe you can custom tune it if you wish. It also displays things like air-fuel ratio. We have the other side of the harness and some cable sheathing. And then we have some exhaust clamps to set up for the O2 sensor if you didn't want to weld on a bun, but we're going to go ahead and weld on a bun on the H-pipe. And then we have a temperature sensor. And that's the complete kit, guys. As you can imagine, I am super excited to get this installed and to finally be able to start this thing up for the first time. So let's get started. All right guys, first step in the installation of the fuel pump module is to install the hydromat or filter. It pops on just like that. You can see it's kind of keyed. It has a little hole there and a matching one on the pump. Let's see if we can do this with one hand. We'll pop that guy off, pop that guy off, and slide it on. All right guys, we got that fully seated there. You can see there's a dowel right there to locate it, and just press firmly until it's fully seated. All right guys, we do have to undo these two screws here. This will detach the fuel level sensor and allow us to insert it into the tank, and then we'll just go ahead and reattach it. Don't forget to get your gasket on. With the gasket in place, go ahead and slide on our retainer. All right guys, I went ahead and attached that retainer. Just gave it a few hits with a dull screwdriver on these tabs to get the retainer to lock into place. And that's it, fuel pump installed. Now we just got to get to the wiring. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and hook up the fuel injection to the intake manifold, and then we'll start wiring it all together as one. All right guys, I got some exciting news here. I finally will be able to completely finish the undercoating on the underside of the vehicle. Ideally, I would have been able to finish this prior to installing the rear suspension and everything else. However, this stuff was on back order for nearly 6 months. I didn't want to go a different route or different product because I really like this stuff. I'll show it to you now. This is the stuff here from Eastwood. It's Eastwood's rubberized undercoating. This is the aerosol form. I believe they have a roll-on form as well, made in America. And it goes on super easy, dries nice and hard and solid, super protective. So if you want to do your frame or underside of your vehicle, inside your vehicle, I highly recommend this stuff. I'm not sponsored by them by any means, just really good stuff. I used it plenty of times before, and it holds up for quite a while. So if you want to do some undercoating, highly recommend this stuff. And you might want to put an order in soon because it goes on back order quite a bit. So like I said, I have the rear end installed, gas tank, all those things I'm gonna have to mask off real quick, just so I don't get any overspray. About the front half of the car is already complete, but I do have to do the inner wheel wells, and then from about this part of the frame rail back, I have to do. So we'll go ahead and mask off when I need to and spray it up. All right guys, so I'm also gonna throw some undercoating on the opposite side fender aprons here. And I ran into a little bit of issue when trying to secure the mount for the brake. The hole's a little stripped out. It's not getting tight. So before I paint it, I'm gonna go ahead and weld up the hole, drill it and tap it, so that way, secure bracket. So before I finish masking off and painting this, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that right now. Alrighty guys, got the aprons all painted. Looks great. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Went ahead and finished installing the fuel pump module from Holley. Also went ahead and finished undercoating the entire vehicle as well as the outside of the apron, so that's all set. Next video, we're going to be wiring up the Holley Sniper EFI and getting this thing fired up. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Go ahead and check out our Teespring store for some gear, and I'll catch you next time.